Robert Baden-Powell said it best when he said, "Leave the earth a little bit better than the way that you found it." So I'm going to be giving a few facts about our environment and about the condition that our earth is in at this moment in time. And then I'm also going to be giving some proactive advice and some tips that have been known to help our environment and to start the process of repairing the environment. So to start off and give a few facts, the world has already lost 80% of its original forests. So the forests that we originally started with, we have already lost 80% of them, and the other 20% is continuing to die at this time. That also goes for our coral reefs. 27% of the coral reefs in the world have ceased to exist, and 70% of them will continue to cease to exist in the next 40 years. So in the next 40 years, we could very well be without coral reefs in the world. And lastly, there are currently 700 million cars in the world, and those 700 million cars are producing each year 900 million tons of carbon dioxide that is being released into our air and into our environment. So after giving you those facts, I also want you to know that there are 3 types of pollution that are the main types of pollution. Now, although that there are many more forms of pollution and different ways to pollute the environment, these are the 3 that are the main ones that have typically been seen the most. So those include air pollution, water pollution, and waste dump. So with air pollution, that could be from factories or from 18-wheeler trucks with the smoke that comes out, things like that. That is going directly into our air. For water pollution, this could be chemicals being released into our bodies of water and into our oceans. This could also be individual litter that we as humans do, or that companies do, things like that, like plastic and aluminum and different things like that that are being released into our bodies of water. And lastly, waste dump. That is people who aren't recycling and aren't composting, but just a lot of trash that is made in general cannot be recycled or composted, so we are having to put them in landfills, which is literally digging holes into our earth to fill it with trash that has to stay there. So there's no other way for them to be reused or anything. They're just trash. So now that you know these different types of pollution and different facts about the state that our environment is in, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a few ways that you can be proactive in saving the environment, and also ways that and tricks that have been proven to help go in the direction of repairing our environment, and that have shown to really go a long way in the long run. So a few of these ways are using energy efficient light bulbs. Instead of using light bulbs that you have to change every few months, they do sell light bulbs that last for years and years. I think it's the LED light bulbs. So not only with the light bulbs, but also just turning off lights and conserving energy when you are not home, or when you know that you're going to be gone for extended amount of time. That's unplugging lights, that's unplugging electronics, anything like that. It really goes a long way. Also for your electric bill. Conserving water, so that could be taking shorter showers, or turning the water off whenever you're brushing your teeth. Also reusing, having reusable grocery bags, so that way whenever you go to the store, you won't have to get the same plastic bags every time. You can bring your own and use those instead. Also reusable water bottles, instead of buying a pack of 18 or 32 water bottles, having one water bottle that you can reuse and refill as much as you want. So those are some things that you can do to help in the long run that will also help your life and help more directly right away. Now, some ways that are more of a bigger picture for the long run that you can do that are also bigger ways to help are things like protest and use your voice if that's something that you believe in, to educate yourself so that way you can go ahead and also educate others on what they may not know that about the environment, but also about ways in order to help. Volunteer your time and also donate, if you are able to local, national, and global organizations that have been known to do research and to help the environment and help in saving the environment in the world. Also, if you can vote smart, then maybe look at more politicians that take the environmental issues that the earth is facing seriously, and maybe use that to decide whether or not you want to vote for them and use your voice. So to conclude, any effort is technically helping, and it is much appreciated, especially to the earth and into the environment. And I hope that learning a little bit more about the state that our environment is, and also knowing a little bit more about what you can do and play your part in helping and also improving not only your own life, but hopefully repairing the life of this earth.